Right, Harry, let's get over your embarrassment and let's keep exploring the boardwalk. See what else. Is that some tare? Keep an eye out for tare. We need to pay our rent. Anything else down here? I thought it might have been tare. Oh, looks like we have to go the long way round. Actually, while we're thinking... Buzz hum, the electricity flows through the wires with audible power. Let's have a think about what we've... Is there anything else we want to focus on? Magnesium-based life form? No. Nope. Not interesting us. Motorway south. At the edge of the map of the landmass begins to disintegrate into pure trigonometry. The ocean melts, becoming a tangle of sines and cosines. The mountain range turns into a sharp-angled azimuth. Its green range shadow dithers, like music turning into a waveform. This one intrigues me. Fairweather T500. It really hurts to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't even leave a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it. Just have to figure out what it is. I'm not sure I care. Really? To be honest? The Wompty Dumpty Dom Center, yes. That's what that guy was going on about. Wednesday evening, something heinously exciting is underway. People have gathered beneath the billowing roof of an oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine and exchanging opinions. 29-year-old Wonder Twins Guy and Keith Joost are the stars of the show with their bomber jackets and white sneakers, head curators of this art exhibition. It's the Wompty Domdy Dommiest event of the year, and all the cool kids have RSPV'd. Where are you if you're not there? I don't want to be there or to think about that. And the 15th Indo tribe isn't... Yes, this one isn't appealing to me either. I'm thinking that maybe we should think some more about this motorway south. Yes, this whole existence thing. This does appeal to me. Let's unlock that and start to think about the motorway south. I think... Now, what do we have here? Is there anything we need to have a look at? That's my badge, which I finally have. Yeah, I don't think there's any more items. I changed my clothes. This banged up fuel canister. I should probably get back to the pawn shop and maybe get that, and that would cover my rent for tonight. My icosahedral red dye. Not worth much to me on its own. I needed the pair, but I dropped them. A shot put ball. I could sell that too. How much I'll get for them is another question, but whether or not I'll get full price. Okay, that sort of takes care of that. And these postcards I could probably sell too. I'll hang on to them now, just in case they become important. Right, Harry, let's go down here and have a look. Okay, there's a good few things over there to look at, but let's check down here first. Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome. Any tear... Oh, is that money? I thought we had something there for a second, but no. Let's have a look. A dead phone, a smashed receiver, like someone hung up too hard. Oh, I can relate to that. Let's go up first. We did see things to possibly check out. Trash cans, good place for Real or Tear. A Real and Tear. Get the jackpot. A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. And why not? Why shouldn't they? Not a lot else going on down here. I don't know what this thing is. Doesn't seem to do anything. A coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. What's in here? Oh, some glasses. Well, they're just lying there, so might as well take those. And what do we have here? Is that a...
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
I wonder if this could be Doom's jacket. Touch it.
The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger into it.
Let's have a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit
Lovely.
and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass. Much as the thought of touching it causes you to cringe, this could be the jacket the idiot in the colourful tracksuit was looking for.
That's what I was thinking. Let's take it and have a look. Let's have a look. They're the glasses. They could be useful. Okay, let's have a look at this jacket.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
I'm not
sure.
Some
secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
Okay, I'm not going to think about it now.
Good choice. The less you think about the jacket, the better.
Okay, I'm going to put it away for now. And even just thinking about it has made me feel a bit queasy, so I'm going to take something to make me feel a little better. Let's bump my morale up a little bit as well. Okay. Yes. Maybe have a think about the jacket later. I think that's all we've got here, so we'll head back down and see what else we have. What time is it? It's the middle of the day. Still quite a while before Kim returns. I'm not sure whether I'll see him tonight or whether it'll be tomorrow morning. I'm sure I keep an eye out for more tare. Oh, is that tare? It could be. It seems to be, but I can't seem to pick it up. Maybe some cigarettes. No. Nothing. Okay, let's keep looking. We'll walk along the beach. Lillian said there could be interesting things along here. So, I figured a look wouldn't hurt. Come on, Harry, get a move on. Don't have all day. We're back here. That was the sandcastle. Okay. Let's walk along here then. See what we can find along the coast. A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. A school of fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. Full of holes. Could the posts hide treasure? Look inside. Before you, a drawbridge. It can only be lowered from the other side. Well, that's rather annoying. That is rather annoying. Let's have a look at these posts. Real. And alcohol, potent Pilsner. Well, I'll take it just in case. I gave the other alcohol away, so I may not need it, but it's better to... I'd rather be looking at it than looking for it. Let's have a look in here. More Real. This is like a treasure hoard. And some magnesium. More Real. I'm up to 15. Almost the night's rent paid for. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, can I get around here? Is the question. No. Oh, I can. I can go under. What the hell is this? Must have taken a lot of patience to do this. Is this some kind of artist? Painted with pastels, someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. Yellow moss on these stones, they're probably stolen from someone's garden. I'm not going to worry about someone stealing stones from someone's garden. Let's have a look. Trash from some unending party. A pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. And more tribalistic markings. This post is covered in little humanoids. Let's lower this drawbridge.
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
I mean, why is this here? What is this?
Looks like a makeshift bridge, currently drawn up.
I'll leave it as it is. I don't see the need to interfere. Let's have a look at this tent, though. Oh, hang on. This is someone's home away from home, just like yours. It might be rude to go inside, but I'll just have a peek. I'm a police officer, after all.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Okay. I don't know why. My gut says to squeeze in. Party on. Right. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. Capri Lounge, engines starting fluid. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. A speaker, the big kind they use for live music. And a pile of nasal sprays, brand named Nosifed Ultra. I think I've seen some of those. Okay, I suppose we should talk to these people.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
An egghead. Egg!
The tape player high above his head continues to blast strange music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organised?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Well, why are you here then?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
Look, there's no need. The place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face. Don't fall for it.
Okay, enough histrionics. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Well, you got a point there.
Dopeheads!
Burnouts.
He angrily spits on a screw, then starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol. Strike that, the word! And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are.
Look, I feel like you may be laying this on a bit thick. What's really so bad about these dope heads and burnouts?
They're spooky.
Okay, what exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
Oh, look. I'll look into it, but I'm going to need some more information.
All right, man.
He claps his hands enthusiastically.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Okay, what's the status of the church then? I haven't got inside the building yet.
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock. It's a temporary fix. Just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
And what about the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden cooling fuse move, tossing it in your general direction. Oh no. I hate when people throw things to me. Okay. Be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies towards you. Let's do this.
You sense the trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic.
Nice.
The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left. Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Thanks, man. I'll play
The
it
speed
cool.
freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
Okay, how long have those people been locked in there exactly?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
A week? I mean, how can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
No, 85%'s... It's not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being. I have to remember, I have to be a responsible police officer.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
Me too. I shouldn't have that kind of power over another person.
Maybe not.
I'm not the one with the violence monopoly here. You are. I'm glad that key is out of my hands now.
Right, look, I've got some other questions.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who exactly are these people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
So you haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
Okay.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
For this man, even regular silence is awful enough. But that was something greater.
But you haven't physically seen anyone.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church a couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
Okay, look. How can you be sure they're burnouts and dope heads if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
Why not? Let's go with that.
I suppose I don't see anything wrong with that argument.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
He makes little quotation marks with his fingers when he says technology. Okay, look, tell me more about this this machinery.
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
Okay, and the thing about something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
A crab man?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Ambush behavior, okay. No, I'll nod along with this. Crab man?
Crab man!
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
The implications of this are too numerous to consider. Proceed with caution. Learn all you can before entering that dark building.
I think this is a wise strategy.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
Okay. Why can't I just keep a single thought in my head? Always decisions to be made. All right, look, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
I just wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I'd hate to tell you, but it reeks of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
He picks up a piece of telephone cord and inspects it. And I also smell ether. Why?
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No,
Look, it's mixed with a peculiar chemical scent, like laundry detergent.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share.
I have to... Yeah, that would go along with how I feel about this.
However, their breathing is regular, their jaws stay put, and their pupils aren't dilated. So, not under the influence right now.
So what's the engine's starting fluid for?
It's for starting engines, man.
Yes, but what engines do you start with it?
what's with the goddamn Romangarod earrings? It's cold. The fluid's for the generator.
He points toward the machine.
Keep on it, sire.
And how's that extra high ether content working out for you? Does it do the trick?
I guess it does.
You're not completely satisfied yet.
You know, maybe that slight scent of ether I felt before is somehow connected to ethyl ether.
No idea, man.
So what's with all the nosafed?
The what now?
He leans in to hear me better. I'll point to the bottles of nasal spray in the corner. The nosafed Ultra, you have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
You sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
I know that feeling.
Nosafed is the shit.
Well, I've got a few nose problems too. Could I have some?
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
Okay, I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh,
He doesn't know what to say.
it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
No, nothing really. Okay, enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Do I challenge him yet, or do I ask some more questions? You mentioned some kind of ecclesiasts owned the church. Who are these ecclesiasts?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
The founding party. I do know them, but could you refresh my memory?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
And
they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, made the innocentic system, no?
it doesn't sound like they would appreciate a dance club in their church.
You're totally wrong about that.
He shakes his head.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore.
Unity.
Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
He turns the volume up, then looks at me with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious I'll now break into the dance.
You feel it, the anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
Okay. I won't say anything. I'll just enjoy the beat and nod my head.
Feels good.
Yeah. I guess love can be pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, it can.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
I suppose. Look, what do I know? I can't even remember who I am. I suppose I now understand it. Maybe it was lame of me to suggest otherwise. Anodic music is about love, and so is the Pericarnassian church.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Well, you know, I want to keep them on side.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with the screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Something doesn't feel right, though. Maybe everything isn't quite as I've been told. Let's take a moment to analyze.
Okay, so the speed freaks want to start a club for dance music. That much checks out. Youths like music. You feel as though you might have liked music more when you were young, too. But you digress.
What's the gist of it?
The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind. This is going well.
I do trust the gist.
Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
Yeah, it sort of does, doesn't it?
It still feels as if this didn't quite go as it should have. But
That's it for now.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Okay. Let's... Do I chat to this guy first? Before I leave.
a young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Walshy tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret,
Hardcore!
I'll say nothing.
Hardcore!
I'll still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
And I'll continue to say nothing.
Internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary hanging behind the Whirling in Rags hostel.
Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3, Yeko Kata, the place to be!
Yeah. I'm beginning to think this really doesn't have anything to do with the case.
It's the message, so listen and you will see. No illusion, the spirit is what you feel.
Could there
Okay.
have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
I'm not sure. I think the right way is through the door, which we will take now. Okay, Harry. Yeah, let's get away from the music. As much as I like disco, that's not the disco that I remember. Let's grab this tare, though. Any more? Any more for any more? Nope. Let's go and speak to this person. Is this the other one they were talking about, perhaps?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
She must be Estelle, the last of the Speed Freaks posse. It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
You must be a cell.
That's my name. I take it you have met the others. Did they tell you about the church and the club thing?
They did.
Will you help us?
Yep, I'll help you, alright.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I should, and I do. I point at my hat.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Look, it's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this weather.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
What did she just say? That's not how a civilian is supposed to address an officer of the law.
Okay. Is that kind of language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
There's a pained expression on her face. She'll answer my questions now. Just what are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
She scratches her forehead. And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
I'll just nod.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device, the thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish, very useless all of a sudden. The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible, like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill, the quivering jaw, indications of a drug high.
You said it's supposed to be a music place. Did you mean the one Andre's got planned? The church?
Yeah, the boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
And who are these boys?
The boys?
Yeah, Andre and the guys, inside the tent.
And why is that?
But why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Didn't you see it yourself? It's mostly music stuff, like this tape recorder, but bigger.
Well, why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
Look, I'll give her my hat. Take this. You need this more than I do.
Thanks.
I can't give my jacket. It's a police jacket. I've only just got my badge back. I need to start acting more responsibly. I don't think giving my jacket away is going to help. Okay, I've had some other questions.
Go ahead.
The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
Look, I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice with your drugs wearing off. At your age, or at any age, in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
Look, I think the people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It's easier to live in their failure with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
Look, it's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
Her shoulders shake a little. Nothing, if you've got this. Don't be scared.
Okay, I'll stick to it.
There is little you can do to help her now. But given the chance, you feel like you should. There is something about her. A weightiness. Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
No, we'll see. Go ahead, tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Okay, go on.
And then, you know, Right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Okay, what did this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
Come on, quit stalling on me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
A crab and a banger.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
You know what? I think you were wrong. I think I do believe you.
Why?
Seems too ludicrous for a lie.
I guess so. Anyway, what else?
You said eating me. There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there is something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
I think people just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you've got to make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing.
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress?
No, that's probably not it, is it?
No, it sounds like you just got chick issues.
You could be right, but I don't know for certain. I can't remember anything.
Well, think about... Anyway, was there something else?
What else could you tell me about your associates?
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
Well, what do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
Okay, well, what about you then? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Okay, maybe I'll ask later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become, like, a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that... yeah.
Look, enough about the church. I had another question.
Go ahead.
Actually, you know, that's it for now. That's it for now. Thanks for your time.
Okay, bye.
She seems like a nice kid, but lost. Let's have a look at what's going on here. I don't have a hat on. Do I have another hat? I have this hat. That drops my suggestion ability, which I'm not so sure about. Bit more logic, bit less suggestion, maybe. Maybe. It's the only other hat that I've got, I think. Let's go for it. There we go. Look, it's cold. It'll keep the rain off, at least. Okay. Estelle refused to talk about her friends. Maybe she'll open up later after I've helped them set up the nightclub. Egghead, has to be some way to talk to this person. You just haven't found it yet. It's definitely not about signs. What if you just try again, find your way out of this maze of things to say? Okay, I need to go back to Gart. That's for later. I think I may have Idiot Doom Spiral's jacket. So I need to go back to him. But let's make a few notes and let's keep exploring the area. See what else we might find. Is this more tare? It is. That's something else we need to do. We need to get back and... handle this tear in. I think we have rather a lot now at this stage. Quite a lot of bottles. I think Lillian was right. Thankfully, they're not broken. She did say glass, so I was worried that we wouldn't find any complete ones. We've had a bit of luck with all this. Can I get down there? No. No way around. Let's check this place. This house. Is this the church, potentially? Hang on. There's more tear there. Almost walked straight past it. What's this? More to explore. Yeah, this looks like the church, alright. You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. Dusty pews in the shadows, many seem to be missing. An altar shrouded in dark, or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Oh, hang on. More tear. And more Rael by the looks of it. This is good. Okay. Just under 2 more Rael to get. I've got enough things to sell, and I have plenty of tear. We should be good. The sign reads San Brune, 1147. I don't feel like I want to go into the church just yet. I'm gathering by this sign over the door that this large building is the church. Let's explore a bit more. Have we been up here? Yes, this is the way we came down, wasn't it? Let's go and have a look around the church. Just in case there's anything. Have I checked that out already? I think I have. Still no sign of Morel and his cryptozoologist friend. What's this? Oh, look at that. We have the rent for tonight. This has been a successful day. Okay. Lots going on. These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. The chain trails off into the ocean to who knows where. This barrel has been recently discarded. It smells of fuel oil. I'm wondering. Let's check this place out. The building before you housed the engine. Must have been a big one. Let's have a look.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this thing anyway?
The concrete structure looks military in origin, over half a century old at least, but sturdily built.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that open, to be honest. Unless, let me have a look at what I've got, just in case. Let's have a look. Do I have anything? I've already got these gloves on which help with interfacing. I don't think I've got anything else that's going to help with them. Not clothes-wise, anyway. Yep. Nothing else apart from... What glasses do I have on? Logic. What is my authority at the moment? 6, that's down there. Okay. Got other glasses. Visual calculus, less drama. 2 encyclopedia, 1 perception. I like my perception being higher. Feel the need to spot things. Could I take a logic hit for authority? I'm more of a gut feel person anyway, so I think I will. Let's take those off. I'm going to keep them off for now. I don't think I'm going to try this. I probably end up hurting myself, so I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. This church, however, this is another story altogether. I do think I have a foreboding feeling about this, but I'm thinking we should go inside. I mean, unless the girl was just hallucinating. She didn't feel like a liar. I suppose there's only one way to find out. I need to enter this church.